everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Second down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he's run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. This is taken at the 18. They juked him. 12 yards on the return that time. It'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They had some room to work. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field.
You know what? Flag on that, man. I can't even challenge the
position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
On third down, Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do-or-die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Gotta put somebody on Julio.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met
Run
fan
to the
bases
left and see what happens.
they weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Palmer on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Red zone opportunity.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receiver.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He gets it to Brown, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Now a little play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Ryan surveying the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Oh, they're doing now?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On the screen, this is Coleman. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and now it's second down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on deep.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
21,
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket, and this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 3 yards remaining here on second down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back now in Atlanta. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left. Mirror. Let's go. All right, now. 1.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Second down following the run. Tight end carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Palmer will throw. Finding Fells complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darren Fells, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Dude, and coach suggestions. Wow, bro.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the up of 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
I don't know why they cheating.
3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Punt the ball, bro.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked.
Fuck out of here, bro.